first up, it is time for a bit of nourishment with Nicola Freya.
Good morning.
Now, I bet you're proud of Shania Twain.
Oh, the popcorn.
No, the popcorn, love. But the juice, this is pretty amazing.
Yes. Oh, those juices are so popular with it tastes so great when you combine the fruit and the vegetables, doesn't it?
I bet she doesn't make her own smoothies though, just quite all juices.
No.
Got someone putting those carrots through.
No, there'd be a person for that.
Yeah. Right, I'm a little bit excited about the recipes today because one of my favourite, white gold.
Oh, I know.
White
if you get hold of it.
I know. If you can get a hold of it and put some away for Christmas now, you really did. Yeah. Hey, barbecues. Look at the weather today.
Oh, we've just got such great weather at the moment. It's just the time to start thinking about barbecues. Get out and start cleaning it so that you can just get ready for the big start off.
No one likes cleaning it, do they?
No, but it has to be done.
It has to be done. Food poisoning, though, is definitely one big red light when it comes to barbecue safety, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think there's a combination of factors. That one that it's warm weather, and so the heat is the temperature that the bugs like, of course. And then the other thing that we're cooking more outside with the barbecues and that sort of thing. And then, of course, that we're getting into large groups, and so there's lots of people coming, and there's lots of things that need space for the fridge and all that sort of thing. So it's just a few different factors that just mean you just got to be a little bit more vigilant around this time of year.
You wouldn't, but it gives me anxiety when people bring around bits and bobs and the fridge is not big enough to put them in. What do we do there?
So you've got to just prioritise the food safety risk, really. Okay. So you want your meat needs to go in first, of course. Your meat needs to be chilled till it goes out onto the barbecue, and put the meat at the bottom. One, because you don't want raw foods leaking bits and pieces onto salads and things like that. So if you put your meat at the bottom...
trifle.
Absolutely. if it's not going to be then cooked, then they're going to be eating raw meat juices. So you want to make sure your meat goes down the bottom. And then putting your salads in. Your salads with creamy dressings, things that might have egg or something like that in them, need to be top priority and get in there. And rice can also be a bit of a problem factor.
Really?
So try and make sure you get your creamy dressings in your rice, and obviously creamy desserts and things like that if people are bringing those. So say a lettuce salad or a green salad might be safer on the bench than say a creamy potato salad or something like that.
Okay, let's get to the meat. So any vegetarians out there, close your ears. Yeah. How do we know the meat is actually cooked properly or thoroughly?
I would advise that everyone buys a thermometer. So a meat thermometer with a little digital, it's like a digital watch on the end of it. So simple to use. They only cost about $30 or $40 if you're out and about shopping for them.
Good Chrissy present.
Great Chrissy present. And you've got to be particularly careful of some meats, so your chicken, your minced patties, that are everyone's favourite, and sausages especially, need to be cooked to 75 degrees. You've got to make sure. And so the best way to check that is a thermometer, but if not, you need to cut into your patties and your sausage, and sometimes it can be quite difficult to tell that they're cooked right through, but just check there's no pinkness and the juice is flowing clear in the chicken as well. But the best way certainly is with a meat thermometer, and just because meat is black on the outside does not mean it will be cooked right
through. I hope it's black.
No, that's another whole problem. So quite often with the sausages, the patties and the chicken, if you cook them in your oven first, they don't have to be all browned up on the outside, but just make sure that they've got to that point of temperature so they're safe. Then you can take them out and pop them on the barbie, and then you know you're all set. You can brown them up on the barbecue once they've been cooked thoroughly in the centre.
Now, raw meat, what plate should we use for raw meat?
Well, how often do you come to a barbecue and the meat's brought out to the barbecue and people are talking and having fun and they sort of forget, and then it comes off the barbecue and back onto the plate and served. So if you're the person who's arranging the plates at the barbecue, just whip another one out while they're cooking away, and make sure there's a clean plate for that meat to go on. And the same goes with utensils, of course, as well. If you've got a plate of chicken in which you're putting onto the barbecue, you have then got raw chicken juices on those tongs. So you don't want to then take the cooked chicken off the barbecue with those same tongs. So it's just a
and they're so cheap now, tongs.
Yeah,
as well.
So I have one, even sometimes you get different coloured ones as well, which is quite good. People do that with chopping boards as well, so that right, the blue ones are for the cooked meat, the plain silver ones are for the raw meat, or that sort of thing.
Cool. Now, your Facebook, you posted last night, you've got a food safe guide for barbecues on your Facebook, so we can just go on there and copy and paste.
Nourish Nutrition Limited, and it's the food safe list of tips around food safety and barbecues. So
I love
have
that.
a look on that.
Because we've only touched on things, a couple of things else we could talk about.
Yes,
but the recipe today, though, is a Pinot Gris with whitebait. Yum.
Everyone loves the whitebait, don't they?
Yeah, they do, as long as it's not from the Avon River. Anything but the Avon.
No.
Nourish Nutrition Limited, nourish.org.nz, the Facebook page. Yes, Nourish Nutrition Limited. Health through food. And don't you worry, Nicola did not have any whitebait from the Avon. It's all good stuff.